Jimmy Fallon, when Conan O'Brien left, handed you the late night franchise, did he tell you about the Emmy mess he left behind? I'm doing an Emmy intervention here for you, just so you're a nice guy. I don't want your heart broken when you go into the Emmys this year and realize what Conan's left behind. 28 times Late Night was nominated for an Emmy during his tenure. He did win once a couple years ago in the writing category. If he hadn't, Late Night would be the biggest loser in the history of the Emmy Awards. In other words, you're going in there, you're in the game now, but you could have your heart broken ruthlessly category after category. Are you prepared for this?
No. I'm going to go into a bender right now. This is, there's nowhere to go but up. We can tie this year. We can tie this year if we only have to win once. We tied. But gosh, is that true? What you just told me? We're screwed, guys. We are screwed. There's no sense in going on. We're screwed. We're not gonna win. Everyone's depressed. Everyone's totally depressed here. Okay, this is a nightmare.
But now,
come on.
If you get nominated and you're in the game, then you got to take down Jon Stewart. Because you're in that variety cat, and Daily Show never loses. But the good news is
they have enough. Daily Show has enough Emmys. They can give me a couple. Yeah, they've won enough. I think he's built forts out of his Emmys, stacking them on top of each other, and then he won an award for architectural design for building that fort. Yeah,
the architectural Emmy.
They've won enough. Yeah. You voted. I voted for it actually because I thought it was pretty cool. But they'd love to give me a couple. They got enough. I like those Daily Show guys. They'll be fine. And honestly, that's far away from us. I think getting nominated or winning Emmys right now. We're just happy we just want to get the show off and off the ground and running. And we're actually having a great time. We're off next week, and we're kind of bummed out. We don't want to be off. We're having a good time.
You're so used to that stress.
Yeah, we're getting used to the groove now. Getting finally into the rhythm because when we first started. We weren't supposed to start as early as we went on in March because we were going to take Conan O'Brien's studio. But then the news was moving out, and we ended up getting Studio 6B. Conan is Studio 6A. So we didn't have to. If we took Conan's, we'd have to rip down his studio, build ours, have 2 weeks of test shows, then be on the air. I wouldn't be on the air till May. Almost when Conan went on. So the fact that we started in a different studio, which turned out to be very historic. Johnny Carson did the first 10 years of The Tonight Show out of my studio.
Wow.
And Jack Parr, as well as. Wow. And then if you want to go really far back, Milton Berle. That's really cool. But luckily we started at March 2nd. Is that when we started? I think so. And so we've been on for 4 months now, and we're just having a good time, just figuring it all out and learning what we're doing.
But you're in a very Emmy-friendly time slot, and the industry, of course, is really watching this whole shift at NBC and late night. It's so fascinating and epic because this is where it all started, right at 30 Rock. So you're in the game for Rio, and
I'm excited. Yeah, well, we have Lauren Michaels producing, so I mean, if you can give us any of those 30 Rock Emmys, we'll take one.
What about your friend? What about your friend Tina Fey? She's got so many on her shelf. Can't she loan you one or two till you win your own?
That's all I'm asking. Yeah, no one looks at what category it is. Just let me hang it up somewhere in the office. It just builds our confidence.
She's never even offered, has she, Tina?
Not even offered. Not even for a second. I got an email. It's ridiculous. I'll even take one of Jon Stewart's. He's got a bunch, right? He's got enough.
Yeah.
But this year they switched it up for the variety, right? And host and all that stuff. Like now this year I wouldn't be up against Barry Manilow live in concert.
Right, but you're nominated with your show. It's really complicated this year. I don't know why they screwed it up. It used to have this very separate, as you mentioned, this individual performance in a variety show. But the big specials, or the big, like Don Rickles won last year for his big thing. So
Mr. Warmth, yeah.
Mr. Warmth, yeah.
Yeah, I thought Bob Newhart stole that one. I don't know if you saw it. That was great.
Yes, of course I did.
He was so funny in that. But God, you must watch so much TV and all that stuff. Does that ever bum you out that's your job?
No. What a great job.
My friend works at a pizzeria and it hates pizza. He's tired of smelling it, eating it. He can't stand pizza. Like, if he comes over to my house, I go, do you want to get a, never mind. We'll get hamburgers. We'll get eggs. He's like, don't even say the word.
Hey, are you a TV Academy member?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, so you vote for the Emmys?
Yes, I put my vote in already.
Oh, you did? Okay. Now, do you do that next whole phase where you get the DVDs and you judge categories? A lot of people don't know about that. That's where you pick the winners. And you have to let the Academy know that you want to do this, and then they'll send you maybe the 5 discs for best comedy series, or you can't vote in your own category, but you might be able to vote about whether or not Ryan Seacrest beats Jeff Probst for best reality host.
That's a tricky one there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who I'd go with. Because Seacrest was good. He had a good American Idol this year. He was really good, I thought. I thought it was really funny, especially that finale. He had a couple of really good lines. But Probst is a classic. He's a legend. So what do I have to do? I have to go in and ask them to send me, because now the nominations come out. I go, all right, now I want to vote on this?
Yeah.
Oh, really? I didn't know this.
That's really good.
Right,
What, while we're on this subject, Jimmy, I think we just stumbled on something really important here. Why is it that the reality shows have their own host category and Variety doesn't? This is terrible.
Is it because there's more reality shows than variety shows?
No, see, you're making excuses for them. I think we just caught them being really screwed up.
I mean, I'd love to win, and please, trust me, I'd love to win an Emmy for it, but I'm just saying, yeah. I mean, I'd be screwing myself saying they shouldn't have that category. They should. They should have the Jimmy Fallon category and see which was my favorite show. But I guess the Academy probably did it to be more younger and kind of into the new younger thing of reality shows. But there's only how many late variety shows are there? I mean, like talk shows, 10?
That's a good point.
Probably, it's like but reality shows is like 50 of them or whatever. It's gonna be. I think that'll be a big thing, especially John and Kate and all this stuff getting a lot of heat, and Real Housewives will be showing up. I think. Well, it's CBS. Who knows?
Do you watch any of these reality shows?
My wife is addicted to all of them, and I have to watch all of them now. And of course, I was like, all right, let's watch it. Now I love it. I'm so into it. Survivor I watch it every single episode. I'm so into it. The strategy behind them, the whole thing. I'm always going to do this, and guessing, and Real Housewives. Just I think people like to see train wrecks on television. You're like, oh my gosh, oh boy, this is going to be rough, and then you go, well, my life isn't that bad. I could be like that person. So yeah, I watched a lot of it. I've kind of got out of sitcoms. I need to get a good sitcom because I used to love them.
Yeah.
No, but I don't really watch as much as I should. I mean, 2.5 Men. What else is? I mean, How I Met Your Mother.
There's this thing called 30 Rock you might want to check out.
By the way, that one I don't really count that as a sitcom, but it's I don't know what I would call it.